Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. Today I wanted to come on and talk with you about some of my favorite vanilla perfumes. I actually have 6 that I want to talk to you about the notes and the price and where you can pick them up and really focus this video on. They're kind of mid-range vanillas, so right under $100 most of them are, or around that range. Some of them are actually much less expensive. And then I have a couple honorable mentions that I'm going to talk about that are more expensive, but you can bargain hunt and find them for a good deal. And I think they're worth noting, but really vanilla centric video today. I love vanilla perfumes. It's definitely one of my favorite notes. I have a lot of vanilla perfumes. Today I'm focusing on like real brands that came out with their own unique vanilla scents. I do have a lot of dupe houses as well, and I own some of my favorite very high-end vanilla perfumes from dupe houses because I just didn't want to pay the money for the originals because they can be, you know, hundreds of dollars, like $300 for some of these perfumes. So I'm going to tell you what I have and we're going to go through them. I'm going to rank them from like my least favorite to my most favorite, tell you why, what those prices are and all of that. So let's jump right in. So this one is actually really new to the market. I think it came out in like December, maybe November. This is the Mod Vanilla scent from Ariana Grande. They sell this at Ulta. That's where I picked mine up. This is, I think, 3.4 fluid ounces right here. It's interesting packaging for sure. Very unique, but still a vanilla centric scent, and $68 for this 3.4. So you're getting a great amount here. I would say the longevity on this is a couple hours, not all day. So maybe like 3 hours, 4 hours, I would say, but it's still a very, very good perfume. So let's talk about it a little bit. So this is called Mod Vanilla. She came out with this with another one called Mod Blush. And I would say it's staying true to the DNA that she has with her cloud fragrances. So this definitely does smell reminiscent of a cloud fragrance, which is like Baccarat, kind of Baccarat 540, a little reminiscent, but this one definitely leans more vanilla and it's really mild, pleasant. I wouldn't say it's like the vanilla extract or something that you think about that's just pure vanilla. This is more like a lighter vanilla. Definitely smells like there's some aromatic notes in there, which I think is why Cloud is named Cloud. It seems like those are kind of those types of floaty, soft notes that it reminds me of. But I would not think that this is like something that you would be offended by if you were like wearing this in close contact with someone. If you wore it on a plane, I always think wearing things on a plane is pretty much like the hardest trial to see if you're gonna annoy somebody next to you. But I think this is light and airy enough that it is very pleasant. $68 for this large amount. The longevity is okay on this. I think this is a winner. I'm definitely happy I have it in my collection, and I have a lot of perfumes, but I try to wear that. I try to wear it a lot when I'm around the house or when I'm going to bed, something like in a casual setting. I really love it, but definitely not something that I'm like, oh, I'm going out, I'm gonna wear that perfume. That's not really when it comes to mind for me, but I can see, you know, that just being a staple in anyone's collection. So the next one I wanted to move on to was Vanilla Woods. I have this roller ball here and they sell this at Sephora, and it is from the Seven Virtues fragrance line. So this is like mid-market. I think this itself, this little oil roller ball was like $70. I got this complimentary though. But I think if you buy the spray bottle, that's where I would spend my money if I was gonna buy this. I wouldn't buy the oil form, I would buy the spray bottle. I like to spray perfumes on me anyway. This one very much smells like vanilla extract, but there is a very prominent tobacco note in it to me. That's what I smell. I haven't really heard anyone else mention that, but either it's a wood base or I smell tobacco. Like a pack of cigarettes that you have not smoked yet. Like you crack open a brand new pack of cigarettes and I smell that. I used to smoke, so I know what that brand new pack of cigarettes smells like, and This definitely reminds me of that, and I think that note is hard for me to get over in the way that it's blended in this scent. I really don't mind tobacco, but something about it in this scent is just like new pack of cigarettes. I don't know. I'd be curious to see if other people think that as well, if they've smelled a new pack of cigarettes, but I love the vanilla extract. My kids say they don't, like my daughter says she doesn't smell the tobacco at all. She just smells vanilla extract, and I love that. I love just a pure vanilla. So this one doesn't get as much play for me, but I do like the direction it's going, and I do like tobacco, but sometimes it's just not in the right mood for me. Or I'm not in the right mood for it, I should say. Anyway, under $100, and I think that this is definitely one to look into if you're looking at pure vanilla scents. The next one is like, this is a niche brand, but it's very entry level. Like this is only $82. This is from Essential Perfumes, and this is Divine Vinnie. And this is a pretty large bottle, right? And it's only $85 or $82. I got this at luckyscent.com, and I really like this packaging. I really like this brand as a whole. Kind of gets you in the niche type of fragrance, but it's very entry level. Love that about it. So this one also is vanilla tobacco. This one is much more of a spiced tobacco, and it's sweeter, like a sweeter spiced tobacco. Smells a lot like, if you have any experience with Perfumes de Marly Herod, it smells very reminiscent of that. I actually have another one that I might talk about in a different video, but this is not Herod, but this is a dupe of it. It's called a Hercules, and it smells a lot like this as well. I love this type of scent profile. It's like a spicy tobacco vanilla. It smells so good. It's so sweet, and it just kind of goes more spicy. And this one is definitely more bland, like the Vanilla Woods. Both have tobacco in it, but this one, I think it has cinnamon in it. That's what people say. It doesn't remind me necessarily of like the holidays, but I can see it. So it must be the cinnamon that's the spice that like takes it up a notch. Really love that one. Great, you know, value for the money, but the problem is that the longevity is still, you know, a couple hours. It's not like it's gonna last all day. None of the ones well, there's one that lasts a lot longer, but I'll tell you about it in a minute, but I spray a lot of it. Anyway, overspray with probably all of these, but they're so good. So that's Divine Vinnie. The next one on my list is the Kayali Vanilla 28. So this is like a staple. Everyone knows about this. This is, you can buy it from Sephora or on the Huda Beauty Kayali website. This is just a kind of straightforward vanilla with like creme brulee and brown sugar mixed in the mix. But I do smell a little bit more of like a flowery kind of perfumey base on this one. Doesn't smell straight up like vanilla. It definitely smells like a perfume, but it's like a light musky, that must be the musk in it. Light vanilla, and it definitely like leans towards like sugary sweet. It's sweet. You can wear it on your own, on its own, but these are kind of meant to be layered, and they work really well in that fashion. So really love this. I think this big bottle that I have is $118 from Sephora. I would definitely recommend it. Like I said, it's kind of like a very well-known purchase in the beauty community when it comes to perfumes. It's a staple. Everybody loves it. Very pleasant. None of these I think are going to be offensive. No. None of these are going to be offensive to anyone. I'm putting it out there. If you're offended by a vanilla perfume, like, don't leave the house, please. Do us a favor and go home. Anyway, that's how I feel about it. All right, so let's get into the top two. Number two is a brand I just recently came across, and it is a like German brand called Dunkans aromi. I don't know. Dunkans? I don't know. I'm not the type of person that can speak other languages. So the name of the fragrance is Vanilla Pearls, and you can buy this for $40. This is a 1 ounce bottle. They have larger bottles as well, but I really liked this one. I heard about it online and then I had to get into it. So Vanilla Pearls, it's a vanilla light powdery, almost leans powdery and sweet. Yeah, it's really, really nice. $40 for this. Great kind of like entry level perfume. It doesn't like last the longest and maybe like 3 hours again on my skin, but it is really nice and pleasant. And I've tried a couple from this brand so far, and this one is my number one. And I'm a big fan of vanilla, but this is really like, I don't know, it almost kind of reminds me of, yeah, like a powder puff. You know, I don't know if you guys have ever used powder when you were a kid, and this is kind of like, it smells very reminiscent of that with a vanilla, like a vanilla mixed in. Oh, it smells so good. Oh, it's so soothing and calming. Yeah, relaxing, all of those spa-like vibes. I love that one. So that was my number two. And then my number one is this Montale Vanilla Absolute. So this Montale is known for like really strong fragrances. This is a niche brand. They do sell this like in, I don't know, at really high-end department stores. I've found this maybe like Neiman Marcus or, where did I find this? I can't remember, Bloomingdale's possibly. Anyway, you can buy it online. It's like $170 if you buy this as the 3.4 ounces. So this has as much juice as this. It's just bottled differently. And the packaging's really strange. It's like just aluminum. It's very lightweight. It has this thing on it that you take off and that's how you spray it. But they want like, they asked like 170 maybe or something for this, but I was able to find it for like $70. You can look on fragrancenet.com and you can find it for, I think they had it for $85. But this is, I would say, the truest, just straight vanilla out of all the ones that I've talked about. It's just straight up vanilla extract. It lasts a good amount of time. It's great for mixing. It's great wearing it on its own. I love the scent of this, but it would be better if, I think, if you layered it with something just to add, maybe make it a little bit more unique so you didn't just smell like straight up vanilla extract. But it's so good. It's so good. I love this one, and I hunted it. Like I said, I think I actually got this one for like under $70. So you can find it. You just have to be on the lookout. And oh, it's like my baby now. I just got it probably about a month ago and I love it. I'm in love with vanilla. And after this, like in the future, I'm gonna get into some of my dupes videos where I talk to you about like niche, well, houses that are dupe houses and that have a lot of vanilla options, and I'm so into it. So I will tell you about that as well. But now let's do our honorable mentions. I have 4 honorable mentions. These are more expensive or different. They're not just vanilla. They pull in different ways. And because of that, they're kind of on the bottom of my list anyway, if I was going to rank everything, because we're talking about vanillas today. These are great fragrances, just not straight up vanilla. This one is new. A lot of these are new for me, but this is Vanilla Royale, and this is from Kayali. This is this beautiful gold packaging, but it's like blinding. This is not as big as that other one that I showed you. This is the larger. This one was 118, but this one, because of, I guess, the potency or the mix of this is $100 for just this. Maybe that's just standard price. I don't know. But this is very, it has vanilla, but it has patchouli in it. So it is called Vanilla Royale Sugared Patchouli. So it's kind of that. It's a sugared patchouli. It's very strong. When you first put it on, it smells like you just spilled a drink all over yourself. There's a big rush of booze in the beginning of the fragrance, and it's still there. It's just died down a little bit, but this is very deep and kind of like sultry, and it does last longer, but it's more of like a deeper fragrance. The other ones were kind of like lighter and airy and vanilla. I don't always think of vanilla going that deep, but with this, with the patchouli, they're able to go down there, and especially with the booze as well. So this one's pretty good. It's not on the top of my list. It's kind of on the bottom of my list. I'm still getting used to it, but I haven't thrown in the towel yet. It's a great mixing one. So if I put another vanilla on top of it, it would give it more of the longevity, because this sticks around for a while longer. And then as it wears down and dries down, it actually gets lighter on that patchouli. It kind of warms up a little bit on your skin. So it's good. That one I would not wear on a plain I would not wear this on a plane. Sitting next to somebody, I would blow them out. So you want to give that one a couple minutes or a couple hours maybe to rest before you take it out on the town. That's what I would do. But I mean, you're going to have a scent trail, but it's going to be loud. All right, next one. I just have this little bottle of this. I got a calendar, but this is M. Micheloff's Note Vinnie or Note Vinnie. I don't know how they pronounce that, but this is like a boozy vanilla fragrance. And that's it. It's boozy vanilla, but it definitely does still have like some florals in the bottom that you can smell. So it kind of keeps it light and airy. This is probably mid-range. Very, very pleasant. This is a lot of people's like favorite vanilla of all time. It's pleasant. It's not like true foodie vanilla. Like I said, it has those florals in the base, so it lightens it up a little bit. It's good. It's not my favorite, honestly. I'm kind of glad I have the small one, but I have all of these M. Micheloff fragrances now. I'll have to do a ranking of their fragrances, but it is not my favorite, but it's good. It's kind of slightly cloying, like really super sweet to me. So it kind of does get on my nerves a little bit, but I do like it. I think it's that floral base that's kind of punching it up a little bit in a different direction. It's not just vanilla, it's like sweet, floral and vanilla and booze, like all mixed together, and it's just super sweet to me. But it is nice, and I can see why people love that. It's a very standard niche fragrance that people rave about, and retail it would be $250 for the larger bottle. I don't have that, obviously, I just have the little. But two other ones. So I guess first let's go with the more well-known one. This is, actually I don't know if it's more well-known in the niche realm. And this is Initio's Absolute Aphrodisiac. And this is like a basic, light, pleasant vanilla that kind of goes down to a skin scent in the end. So it kind of stays very close to your skin. But it is kind of, it has a little bit of like a animalistic quality to it. I feel like I smell some alcohol as well, but that might just because I just sprayed it. Oh my gosh. It smells like tobacco and like a little bit of an animalistic note to it, but it's very, very pleasant and light and not annoying at all. It's vanilla and it's calm and it's just smooth. If I had to describe this, I would say it's just a smooth fragrance. Smells like something you want to smell more of. It's definitely like a draw you in type of fragrance, and that might be some of the animalistic notes as well. Oh, it's so good. But this is expensive and it's a close to the skin fragrance. But this is like 3 ounces right here, but it retails for $330. But I think I got mine for like $170. I still did pay a good amount because it's so good. It's so good. But I did pay $170, I think, from like Max Aroma. So you could find this there if you were interested for a deal. You kind of have to just hunt around. But this is really nice. A really great brand. They have great fragrances that are very long lasting. This lasts a good amount of time, but it's closer to the skin. But it's so good. It really is. Like tobacco and vanilla again. So I would say it's kind of reminiscent of this one if you were paying attention earlier. So yummy, so yummy. All right, and then the last one is another honorable mention. This is Dior Poison Girl. So I have this, look how dark that bottle is. Oh, so it's got a lot of vanilla. A lot of fragrances that have a lot of vanilla will darken up. The vanilla, I guess a natural ingredient, gets the juice darker over time. And I've had this one for quite some time. This one is powdery again, but it's almost like it's vanilla and it kind of goes baby lotion. I would say very much baby lotion. That's what it reminds me of. So if you had vanilla baby lotion, I think that this would be it. It smells good. I don't wear it as often as the other ones, and I've had it for quite a long time, but it's definitely something I never really want to get rid of. It's just, it's so nice and easy. This would be an easy reach, not offensive at all. Just like most of the rest of these. I think the only one that was kind of like the two bottoms ones would be like Kayali and the Note Vinnie, just because it gets a little too sweet for me. But other than that, that is it. Those are ranking all of my like kind of mid-range, getting to the expensive at the end, types of fragrances that I love that are vanilla, that you can step into the niche range, or you can kind of just up your game if you're shopping at like Ulta or Sephora or something. But anyway, I love these. If you love vanilla, get your nose on these, check these out. They're really good. I hope you guys learned something, and if you did, please consider subscribing to my channel. I would love that. Thank you so much for your support and for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.